against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense. Anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with a fullback Prosh. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. The play clock's running down. Throwing, Osweiler. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Time running out here on the play clock. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a cutback, right sideline. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that man Miller was the only guy in the NFL on Sunday to be up over 100 yards. He finished with 106 on 28 carries.
And he's done such great work since he's hit the league. You know, when he's in Miami, he averaged 4.6 yards a carry. So this is not unusual, that part. But he only touched the ball around 14 times a game. In this one, he more than doubled that output just running the ball. He also caught it a bunch of times as well. He's ecstatic to be a part of this Houston offense and be the featured runner. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down following the run. Here's a give to Miller. A strong run, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Vince Wilfork is a terrific player. The first thing you notice, obviously, is his size. But his agility will surprise you. He can play defensive end as well as hold down the middle as a defensive tackle.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23. Youngest ever to do so. Has never looked back. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Hayward-Bay. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Roethlisberger will throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Setting up the screen for Miller. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Osweiler to throw, and that is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a first down carry by Bell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Hayward Bay. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, a screen to Bell. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. You know, Charles, this past weekend around the league, there were 4 one-point games. First time that's ever happened in league history in week 1. I think parity sort of reigned supreme, didn't it?
It did, and think about all the times we go into production meetings and sit with coaches. And I think you probably do the same thing I do. I write down before I even get there. They're going to talk about how this is a one-possession or a one-score game, every coach. But they're actually right. Think about how the season began. Panthers at Broncos. That was a very close ball game. And then moving on to when we got to Sunday's games. Dallas at home against the Giants with a big one on the road with a 1-point victory. It's that type of a year already. It's amazing what we're seeing, how close teams are and how they're matched.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now Brown. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger completes it to Hayward Bay. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Brandon, when it comes to quarterback sneaks, Big Ben may be the toughest to bring down in terms of pure strength.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the shotgun, Osweiler gets it to Strong. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun on third down, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And, partner, I think it's safe to say the Texans are happy they drafted Will Fuller against the Bears. Over 100 yards in his debut. The first Texan to ever do that.
And no one was happier than DeAndre Hopkins, their star receiver. You know, went to the Pro Bowl last year. Went on social media after Will Fuller got drafted and knew with that speed, 4.28 to 4.33, there would be no more double teams for DeAndre Hopkins, and he loved that. And Will Fuller produced big in his debut in a Houston Texans uniform.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it second and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He'll return it from the 6. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans take possession. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Calling a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those.
And this is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 45 yards, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great... shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Surveying the field. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one that we're seeing right now.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to try.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down after the fumble on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
10 yards still left on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Osweiler, he's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to a running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Gets it to Strong. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
I got 11.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Osweiler. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Over. All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on 4th down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And this is caught at the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 57 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Now a play fake here on first down. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They come out here in the eye. Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And this is back to a 5-point game. And if you lose this one, in the way that